Hello student, today we are going to see venturimeter. Venturimeter, which one we are going to call as a flow meter also. It is a device, helps to measure the rate of flow of liquid. Otherwise, we can tell the volume of the liquid flow also we can tell. Okay. See here, this is a special design for the venturimeter. It is a very long tube. One end I am taken as a P, another end is Q. Both is in the same area. Okay. So this two end you can connect in a pipeline to measure what is the volume of the liquid flowing in a particular pipe. Okay. So now see here, what are the point we are going to discuss under venturimeter. Okay. See here, we are going to prove what is the volume of the liquid is flowing. Okay, volume of the liquid is flowing, the rate of flow of liquid. So volume of the liquid flowing per unit time is equal to it is the area 1. So I am taken this area as a A1. It is the area of the pipeline, which is a bigger area. This I am going to call as a smaller area, which is going to call as the area 2. So area 1, area 2, it's root 2 times of 2GH. So H is the difference between the two heights here. So it is Y2 minus Y1 is equal to H. When the liquid is flowing through this pipe, here will be the smaller height, here will be the longer height. The difference, it's Y1, this is Y2, Y1 minus Y2, we can take it as a H. H is equal to Y1 minus Y2, difference between these two. Okay. So venturimeter flowing of liquid V is equal to A1 area, A2 area, it's root of 2 times of G, and height, difference between the two places. Then the difference of the area, squaring of difference of the area. Okay, this is a venturimeter equation. Easily we can find what is flow of the liquid per unit time if you know what is the area of bigger area and what is the area of smaller area and difference between these two. Okay, if you know that, easily you can calculate what is the volume of the liquid is flowing per unit time. Okay, then we have to, if you want to learn this equation, you need to know how the pressure difference is going to be H rho G. This equation you should know. Okay, then we will see what is venturimeter. Venturimeter is a device, it helps to measure the rate of flow of liquid. Then it works under the Bernoulli's theorem. So Bernoulli's theorem means I given in another video a brief explanation about what is a Bernoulli's theorem and how the energy is going to be constant in a Bernoulli's theorem. These are the equation we learned from the Bernoulli's theorem. Pressure by density is equal to plus gravity into height plus half times of velocity square. So is equal to constant. This is a Bernoulli's theorem equation. P is pressure, rho is density, G is gravity, H is the height, V is the velocity of the liquid flowing. Okay, you need to know what is Bernoulli's theorem and also equation of the continuity. V is equal to A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. These are the concept you need to know to understand what is a venturimeter and also how we can derive this equation. Okay. In this video, I am going to show you how to derive this venturimeter equation. That is the main concept we are going to discuss. Okay. Yeah. First, this is a pipeline venturimeter. So the liquid is flowing. Here A1 area, here A2 area. So first I will tell you the mass of the liquid entering from one end is equal to another end. The mass of the liquid entering at the first end, this side, larger area, is equal to smaller area. Because if you imagine the one side of the pipe is smaller end. Okay. So where is a smaller area, there will be the more velocity will be there. Okay. Where will be the large area, I am taken this as a A1 and V1 velocity. It's going to be the next end. It is A2 area, V2 velocity. Okay, when you are closing the tap as one end, the velocity will be increasing. The smaller side end, the velocity will be more. The point is the mass of the liquid entering and leaving per unit time is a constant. Otherwise, volume of the liquid entering per unit time is a constant. That's the thing. Okay, and V1 A1 is equal to V2 A2. Mass is equal to, I know density is equal to mass by volume. Mass is equal to density into volume. So it is, instead of writing mass, density and volume, density and volume. So we are learning per unit time. What is the volume of the liquid entering per unit time? Mass of the liquid entering per unit time. So divided by time, divided by time. So both is in a pipe, liquid density will be the constant. Liquid density will be the constant. Volume we can write area into length it is going to be area into, it is a once, it's a left side and right side we can take it. It's a first place, it's a second place, A point, B point, two different point I am taken. Divided by T is equal to A2 L2 divided by T. Maybe you can have one question, why I am not given the time as T1 and T2, because time will be per unit time. Velocity by like length by time we can take it as a velocity. So A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. It's a constant. If you are, I am taken 2 place, if you are taken 3 or 4 place also, this is going to be the constant. Now we learned what is the equation of the continuity. So equation of the continuity is saying A1 area with V1 velocity is equal to A2 area with V2 velocity is equal to volume of the liquid entering per unit time. Capital V is representing volume of the liquid entering per unit time. So this is what we learned from the equation of the continuity. Okay, now I am going to show you how to start the equation. So as we know Bernoulli's theorem, P by rho, it's plus GH plus of V square. This is the Bernoulli's theorem. According to the Bernoulli's theorem, we are taken this is a equation. So at the point of A, this I am taken as a one end A, and this we are taken as a B. 2 point we are taken. A point P1, H1, V1. And at the point of B, P2 rho plus G H2 plus of V2 square. So see here, it is a representation of potential energy. GH is a representation of potential energy in the particular equation. So GH, the pipe center will be the same. It is in the same height. So there is no potential energy in this system. So H1 is equal to H2. There is no difference in the height of the system. Okay, so this and this won't be there because the pipe is in the same level, same height. Okay, so only you will get P1 by rho plus of V1 square is equal to P2 by rho plus of V2 square. This what we will get. This is a side of A at the point of bigger area and this is a side of B at the point of smaller area. Now just I am going to modify the equation. P2 I am bringing this side. So P1 minus P2 divided by rho. V1 I am bringing this side. So you will get it, this is a minus. Okay. So see here, the equation is going to change. It is of V2 square, which is already is there. This I am bringing this side of V1 square. This what we will get. Okay. Of we can take it outside. V2 square minus V1 square, because of I am taken common from both the place. This side I am taken density as a LCM. Density is equal to P1 minus P2. This what we have the equation. Okay. Now our equation is going to proceed with what is pressure. See, this is equation 1 I am taken. This I am taken as equation 1. Now we will see pressure. What is pressure? So pressure I am going to take it H rho G. H rho G. Maybe you can have one question, why I am writing pressure as a H rho G. Just I will give the proof why pressure is the H rho G. Okay, first we will discuss what is the pressure and P1 minus P2. Then we will use the first equation to complete this particular solution. So pressure is equal to H rho G. Pressure is, we know force per unit area. Force is equal to mass into gravity, mass into acceleration due to gravity divided by area. Just numerator height, denominator height. Just multiple and divided. You can do that one. Okay. So area into height will get as a volume. Okay. Area into height will get as a volume. So pressure is equal to M G H divided by V. Mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume is the density. So rho G H. So pressure is equal to H rho G. Easily you can use pressure as a H rho G. Now we'll come for the system. Okay. We have, this is a venturimeter. So now we are going to learn what is the pressure difference. So here pressure 1. So pressure 1 is the Y1 rho G. Now we know pressure is H rho G. Here height is a Y1. Okay. So the next thing, pressure 2. It is Y2 rho G. So pressure 2 at the point here. Okay. Now what is the pressure difference between this 2 point P1 minus P2 is equal to Y1 rho G minus Y2 rho g. I am taken rho g common outside, y1 minus y2 into density into gravity. y1 minus y2. y1 minus y2 we know already it is the height difference between the two end. Okay, I am taken h rho g. H rho g, it's a pressure difference P1 minus P2. Right now we got what is the pressure difference. So P1 minus P2 we got h rho g. Okay, same equation I am going to use here to find the final solution. So P1 minus P2, just I am taken this as a equation 2. Just I'll show what I am taken as a equation 2. This I am taken as a equation 2. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So already I said which one is equation 1. This one is equation 1. So substitute 2 in equation 1. Very simple. So this will get h rho g. H rho g. H is the difference between the 2 points. Divided by rho, density of the liquid will be the same. 1 divided by 2, V1 square minus V2 square. Sorry, V2 square minus V1 square. Like this will get the equation. Density will get cancelled. 2 will go here. So 2 Hg is equal to V2 square minus V1 square. Already we know the equation of continuity. So total volume of the liquid flowing per unit time. V is not a volume of the liquid flowing per unit time. It's called A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. Okay. Now I want what is V1 and what is V2. Okay. If you want from this equation what is V1, V1 is equal to capital V divided by A1. This is area, this is velocity, it is area, it is velocity at the point of A, at the point of B. Okay, capital V volume of the liquid flowing per unit time. This what we have the final equation V1 and V2 divided by A2. This what we have the equation. So V1 I know, V2 I know. Just I am going to substitute here what is V1, what is V2. So 2 Hg V square divided by A2 square minus V square divided by A1 square. It's very easy. V2 I know it is V divided by capital V divided by A2. This V I know capital V divided by A1. Just a substitution. Both the place volume will be constant. So volume we can take it outside, volume of the liquid entering per unit time. It is A2 square minus 1 divided by A1 square is equal to 2 Hg. Okay. Now what is V? V only we are going to find. V square. Okay. So just a cross multiplication. So this you can bring here. So V square is equal to 2 Hg divided by this I am bringing as a denominator. So when you are bringing that as a denominator, 1 divided by A2 square minus 1 divided by A1 square. This what we will get? Just a cross multiplication. So V square is equal to 2GH divided by A1 square minus A2 square divided by A1 into A2 whole square. Like this square will get. If you want V, just you should take as a square root. Okay. When you are taken as a square root, I'll show. When you are taken as a square root, we'll get V is equal to root of 2GH divided by denominator directly will come into the numerator. So it is A1 square, A2 square divided by A1 square minus A2 square. I will repeat again the same step because you will get confused here. Okay. So this I am taken as a square root. V is equal to root of 2GH divided by so A1 square minus A2 square denominator directly will come into the numerator A1 square into A2 square. When you are taken square root of this A1 A2 square root will come A1 A2 root of 2GH divided by A1 square minus A2 square. We got what is the volume of the liquid entering per unit time. It's very simple. You can have one question. We found the equation. What is the way you can apply? A1 is the area of small area. So A1 you can use pi r square formula to find pi r r1 square radius of big area. A2 is a pi r2 square. Manually you can use screw gauge or vernier caliper to measure the diameter of the respective tube. Okay. And H you can use the scale to find what is the difference between the two heights. what is the difference between the two height, okay. And here you can use the vernier caliper or screw gauge to measure the diameter of the pipe, okay. If you know that, substitute in this formula, you will get what is the volume of the liquid flowing per unit time, okay. Thank you for watching my channel. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.